right, my friends, as with any character that comes out, hits the game, especially with these big legendary heroes journey, epic confrontation, whatever the heck they're going to call them nowadays, there's always a bit of a buffer time where we figure out, all right, how do we mod these characters? Are they viable at certain star levels? Now we got to consider relics and a bunch of other things. I've learned a few things today that I want to share with you about how I think we're going to want to be modding our General Skywalkers for different situations. And I'm going to be talking about this from a 7-star perspective. 5 stars, he just doesn't seem very viable. He's losing to a lot of teams at 5 stars. And I think it makes a lot of sense because what makes him good really comes at Gear 13, especially like he's going to get a lot more protection. He's going to, with the relics, he's going to get a lot more damage, which is really important for a couple matches. And so I'm going to talk about it from 7 stars. And so for those of you who maybe don't have General Skywalker, we got a little bit of a buffer here, but I'm telling you, my friends, once it hits 7 stars, it's going to be pretty tough to beat it when they are modded correctly. And so I'm going to contrast 2 General Skywalkers in this video. Both of these are test account General Skywalkers. One of them is my own. One of them is Ahnald T101's. Now, Ahnald, in my opinion, has his Skywalker brilliantly modded for the mirror match. And I'll show you that at the end of this video. My General Skywalker, while I'm showing you his mods right now, he doesn't have quite as much protection as I wish he did. But look at the damage. This is what makes him particularly threatening against Darth Revan teams. And I've also done some tests. I didn't get footage. I'll do this in a separate video. But trying Padme, trying Grievous, I even tried Jango, Night Sisters, and I wasn't able to win with anybody against this with 7,428 off 7,428 offense. And this one in particular, Relic 6 now. I was at Relic 4 when I did some of these battles. Now, I'm going to show some footage. I've already showed these battles, but I'm going to show the end. Because what is important here is how General Skywalker behaves with Darth Revan when he is cornered. Because with both teams, both Skywalkers, I was able to get to a 5-on-1 situation. But what happens after that is drastically different based on how he is modded. All right, let's check this out. So I got 5 battles here. Here's the first one. So you see here, 5-on-1. And look at this. Malik is out instantly. Nobody survives. HK, gone. Darth Revan's going to try. Darth Revan, he survives 1 hit, but nobody survives 2 hits. Marauder's gone. Bastila, second hit, she's gone. Boom. Because of that offense. Now, I actually get kind of close here. If I had others there, I might have been okay, but boom. Done. Here's another battle. 3-on-1. All right? Boom. Darth Revan, gone right away. Marauder, gone right away. 100,000 damage on Marauder. This offense, when he's cornered, makes it almost impossible for this. Now, with my Sith Empire team, I was never able to beat him with this level of offense because even when I get to 5-on-1, here's 3-on-1, 4-on-1, I wasn't able to win. Look at that, 80,000 damage on Malik. Nobody's surviving these hits. Bastila survives 1. Will she survive another? It's the second hit that kills you, and he's able to attack so much. Forget about it. Forget about it. And so the damage makes a huge difference. Now, I am going to be showing the same Sith Empire teams against both Anakins. Here's a 4-on-1 situation. And lots of damage on these Sith Empire teams. All of them are 300 speed. Boom, boom. They cannot survive when the damage is there. Here's one more. 4-on-1. Marauder, gone. Bastila. That was a Relic 7 Marauder, by the way. Bastila, gone. Darth Revan, gone. Malik, forget about it. And it's the double taps that really just absolutely kill you. And so, check out the mods for this next Anakin. 100,000 protection, 5,900 offense. That makes a massive difference. Now, he's got more speed, and he's got a lot of protection, which the protection will help for a lot, especially during the mirror match and the speed wall as well, which I'll talk about. So I'm going to show this full battle here. So notice how Malik's going to help. We're going to be able to get Anakin knocked down, toppled, because he's a raid boss, right? We now have raid bosses in the squad arena. We're able to get here pretty quick. I'm debating if I'm going to use Wild Lightning, and I decide not to. I think I'm just going to basic here. And there's no reason to use Tenacity, or use Fear with Tenacity. All right, here we go. We're not going to use AoE. We don't want to proc everyone. We're going to go for 5s. Debating if I'm going to throw it. I think I decide not to. Yeah, I decide not to. Now I'm going to use this. All right, so things are going really well, right? I mean, look at the team. Only Malik is suffering. We get to a 5-on-1 situation here. Very good. Just like we were able to get to a 5-on-1 situation before. Now look at this. Okay, he is able to take out Sith Trooper. But then pay attention to what happens differently. Watch this. See that damage? Without the crit chance. That's another big part of that is I have the other Anakin. He's got 7,900 or 7,400 offense or something like that. He also has the crit chance. It's a crit damage and a crit chance set. Whereas Ahnald here has his speed set with some health. I'm able to get the win. This was the first time I win against this team. So the moral of the story for the current landscape, and I hate saying this because I'm not going to get him, but if you have your General Skywalkers, you're facing mostly Sith Empire teams, mod him for crit damage set with the crit chance set, along with as much offense as you can muster. Get him over 7,000, get his relics ramped up, and I don't know if there's very many Sith Empire teams that are going to be able to beat you. Maybe they'll be able to muster some kind of thing. But with every single battle that I tested, I was not able to get wins with Sith Empire against the high damage Anakin. But the low damage Anakin with the high protection and the high speed, that was a speed set with health set, it was no problem. I was able to do it. It still wasn't like a cakewalk. It was 3-on-1 at the end, but I was able to get the win. All right, now let's talk about the mirror match. I'm going to show you 2 battles here with Anakin on Anakin. Now, the Anakin you see on offense, this is my Anakin versus Ahnald's Anakin. So again, high damage Anakin, but his Anakin has the speed set and a lot more protection than me. And this, in my opinion, is how you're going to want to mod for the mirror match. Look at how many turns the other team is getting. They've already got my Anakin toppled, and look how long it's taking me to topple their Anakin. It makes a huge difference. So I finally get to the topple when my Anakin's standing up for the first time. And then I'm going to go for 5s first, and we'll see if we're able to muster it. But what makes such a big difference with this, and why I think this is the way that you want to go for the mirror match, is Anakin's going to be able to get out the gate. He's going to be able to increase cooldowns, all of that. That's very important. It just, with the mirror match, it makes a tremendous difference. Not to mention how difficult it is for me to get to the topple. Look how many hits I'm doing on him. Over and over and over again. I was able to do it with Sith Empire, but there's not as much raw damage here as there is with the Sith Empire. So there we go. We get to the topple, and we're going to go for Rex there. We get Echo. And this worked out. The RNG favored us this time. We are able to get a win here because we get to that 3-on-1 situation. Here's one more battle. Pretty much the same situation. I take the onslaught of attacks. Look how much quicker my protection is draining. They're going to get to the topple first for me. So here's the first topple. All right. No, I'm going to still work on mine. We're 30 seconds into the battle. I've got these battles sped up a bit. Just so that we can get through them. But look at this. 40 seconds, almost 50 seconds into the battle. Look how many hits have gone. We've already lost our 5s. And about a minute into the battle, we finally get to our topple. A minute into the battle. And so, now, attack strategy-wise, there may be tweaks that can be made. Again, this is very, very early. Very early in the evaluation of General Skywalker. But look at this. Look how much of a difference it makes. It's 4-on-1, and it's not going to be a win. So, moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, mods are very important. So are Zetas. I've had a lot of people forwarding me battles. Oh my gosh, this works against it, and this works against it, and I look at it, and it's either a 6-star General Skywalker, or there's missing Zetas, or that kind of thing. These things are very important for us to evaluate what this is going to look like eventually. It may be nice to know that CLS, for example, can counter a 6-star General Skywalker. That's great for now. But what I'm concerned about is what are we going to be doing when these characters are at their fullest potential, because that day is coming within the next month or so. And right now, frankly, I just don't know if I have a solution when the damage is high. Even Sith Empire. Sith Empire is able to win against Anakins that maybe don't have as much damage, but when the damage is there, very, very challenging to get those wins for now. For now, very early, we've got a lot of testing to do. We'll keep hunting, and I will keep paying attention for counters that may arise. And as they do, I will be sure to let you know right here on this channel. So be sure to hit that notifications icon so you can be aware when I'm sharing more videos. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button as well. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,